Hi there, this is Ranjit and I have this budget oriented phone that is Moto E, and in this video we'll be doing the review for the camera. And this Moto E sports just one camera, that's a 5 megapixel rear facing camera. We do not even have LED flash, and we don't get any front facing camera with this Moto E. Again, it's a budget oriented phone. This Moto E is selling in India via Flipkart for 7,000 rupees. And before I show you a lot of pictures and videos that I've taken with this Moto E, let me give you an idea about the camera interface. And regarding video, it cannot shoot video in 720p HD but 480p. I'll show you also a video clip that I shot later on, but let's quickly look at the camera interface. And this is the default camera interface, and if you look at it, it's very Spartan. If you just slide in your finger from here, you get two options. We can also enable HDR mode. We have the panorama mode, location settings. We can set, if you have a SD card, it can store the videos and pictures to the SD card, and you can also toggle between widescreen and 3:2 ratio. We can also adjust the shutter sound if you want. But apart from that, we don't have a lot of options. If you just want to take a picture, you just, for example, let me bring some objects here. You just need to tap on it and it takes the picture. It's a fixed focus camera, so we don't have any focusing. But if you enable this option, you can adjust the exposure by just moving in, and you can do also zoom in like this. But I won't suggest that because it's digital zoom and it reduces the overall quality. And one thing to note is that it simply cannot take good macro shots, and actually the subject should be around at least 1.5 feet from you to get some decent shots. To shoot the video, you just hit this and it will take the video. Now let me show you some of the sample shots that we have taken with this Moto E, so that you get a better idea regarding the camera performance of this Moto E. And these pictures were shot with the rear facing camera of the Moto E, and as you can see, it's okay picture, but when I take close-up shots like this, they're not that clear because it does not have autofocus. But if you take the pictures from a distance, as you can see, they come out to be actually pretty decent in outdoor lighting conditions. But again, if you take a close-up shot, you get something like this. So forget taking macro or close-up shots, but if you take shots from a distance, as you can see, we can get some actually pretty good looking shots even with this Moto E outdoors. Recording this video with this Moto E at the highest resolution possible, that's 480p, and the audio that you're hearing is also being recorded by the internal microphone of this Moto E. The camera interface is very simple actually, and I'm just walking around in my roof garden, and I'm just going to pan in slowly. If we just tap into the screen, it takes a picture. There's no autofocusing as it's a fixed focus camera. If we move near to the objects like this, as you can see, as we don't have any focusing, it has issues. Let me go to a shadowed area. Here we have a little bit of shadow, and here we have a little bit of sun. So let me now just walk back. So this should give you an idea about the video recording capabilities on this Moto E outdoors. Now these pictures were shot in semi-indoor conditions, and here you'll notice that the pictures are not very sharp, and as you can see, details are also not there. So in semi-indoor conditions like this, the pictures won't come out to be that great on the Moto E. And these pictures were now shot in indoor conditions, and here as you can see, in low lighting conditions like this, the Moto E's camera is simply not that great, and it's not able to even focus, and pictures come out to be blurry. And now these pictures were shot in artificial light in my office, and as you can see, in completely artificial light also, the Moto E has a little bit of a problem. The picture is not that sharp, and if you take close-up shots like this, they simply come out to be really blurry. And as you can see, I tried to take the box of the picture, that was also not clear, and I tried to take a picture of a document, that was also not clear. Recording this video indoors with the Moto E, and this is in completely artificial light in my office. Let me just zoom into an object, and as you can see, if you try to move in too quickly, again, as it does not have any auto focusing, it's, as you can see, it's not able to focus on this portable speaker. You have to be at least about 1.5 feet away for it to focus, because it does not have any auto focusing. And also, if you just zoom in to area and you want to read text, again, as you can see, it's not that clear. So bottom line is, it has to be about 2 feet away from the subject. And also, as you can see, the contrast is not that great in this video recording department. So this is the video recording with this Moto E indoors in completely artificial light. So what do I think about the camera performance of this Moto E? As we have seen from the sample shots, it does not have any autofocusing. It's a fixed focus camera, but outdoors when you have ample light, it does take some decent shots, as we have seen. But again, if we move too close to the objects or like to take macro shots, then this Moto E is not that good, because it does not have any autofocusing. And I would say you have to be around at least 1.5 to 2 feet away from the subject to get a decent shot outdoors. And if you mostly take pictures outdoors in bright areas, it can do the job. But when we move indoors and in artificial lighting, definitely the camera is not that great, and also it does not have any LED flash. And the pictures that we took indoors in artificial light, most of them came out to be blurred. So it's not good for taking pictures indoors and in artificial light. Now coming to the video, also it's the same story. Outdoors it can take some decent videos, but again, it's only at 480p. But when we move indoors in artificial light, the frame rate also drops a lot. So overall, I would say the camera on this Moto E, though it's a 5 megapixel shooter, the camera is not the strength of this Moto E. Yes, outdoors with plenty of light, it can take some okay pictures, but definitely if you are a person who takes a lot of pictures, then this Moto E might not be for you. I'll also be doing a full in-depth review for this Moto E very soon. I've already made a couple of videos on this Moto E. Links for those videos will be in the YouTube show notes. Thank you for watching this video. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video.